Hello. Good morning, dear students. How are you all? This video lesson module number 8 on metals and non-metals brought to you by Vignan Global Zen Schools. I, myself, Venkat Reddy Peram, teaching faculty, Vignan, Hyderabad. Dear students, in the previous module, we have already learnt about extracting metals of low reactivity, medium reactivity, and extracting metals of high reactivity along with the Dhermit reaction. But my dear students, before going to start the module meant for today, the topic meant for today, let me ask one question. By using all the three reduction processes or by using reduction processes, we will obtain pure metal or impure metal generally. So yes, you are correct. We are obtaining metals, but these metals are not highly pure. Still, some impurities are present. So, during any reduction process, we will obtain a metal which is impure. Still some impurities are present. Okay. And in order to remove the impurities, definitely we require one process. Yes. So how to remove these impurities? Yes. We even removed major impurities by using dressing or concentration or enrichment of the ore. We even removed some internal impurities by using reduction process and electrolytic reduction. And how to remove the trace impurities present in the metals. Still few impurities are present in trace. How to remove that? Is there any method meant for that? Yes. Now, yes, you are right. What is that method? It is called refining of metals. Yes, what is that method called? Refining of metals. Can anybody remember this one? I introduced GPIM, General Principles Involved in Metallurgy. Overall 3 steps are there. Now this is the 3rd step. What is that? Refining of metals. Okay. And let me tell the proper definition for this. What is meant by refining of metals? The process of purifying an impure metal is called refining of metals. So today, my dear students, let us learn more information about refining of metals. Okay, na? So, refining of metals. Yes, refining of metals. Refining means purifying an impure metal. So this is a process of purifying an impure metal is called refining. The most widely used refining method, you know? No? Yes. The most widely used refining method is electrolytic refining. What is that? Electrolytic refining. This is the most widely used refining method. What is that? Electrolytic refining method. Electrolytic refining. And by using this electrolytic refining method, we are generally refine metals like zinc, metals like tin, copper, silver, gold, nickel, etc. So these are the few metals which are electrolytically refined. Okay, na? And these metals In order to purify these metals, we are using the process of electrolytic refining. Here, what do you understand by the word electrolytic? Because we are using 2 electrodes for this process. 2 electrodes. And this process, this refining takes place in the presence of electrodes by passing electricity. That's why this method is called electrolytic refining method. Okay, na? This is the most widely used method. Now, before going to explain this process, and in our textbook, one method is there, electrolytic refining of copper metal is present. Now, let us take one metal, copper. How this copper metal purify electrolytically? That let me explain. And if you want to explain this electrolytic refining of copper, you may require one diagram. One special diagram is there meant for that. Now let me draw the diagram. Based on this diagram, I will explain very easily. So you also concentrate, my dear students. Let me draw the diagram. First, let me draw the electrolytic tank. Inside lining with fire bricks. Electrolytic tank I am drawing now. Yes, this is electrolytic tank. And here just to label this as a tank. Electrolytic tank. Okay. And now this process takes place in the presence of 2 electrodes. What are they? One is cathode. Yes. One electrode is a cathode. Second electrode is anode. Second electrode is anode. Yes. 2 electrodes we are taking. And this terminal anode is connected to positive terminal. This is positive terminal. And negative terminal is connected to cathode with the help of one key. And finally, close the circuit. Yes. So, this is positive terminal. This small line is called negative terminal. Now, current actually flows from positive to negative. But electron current is flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. Electron current flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. And this terminal is called cathode. What is the name of this terminal? Cathode, which is negative. And this terminal is called anode, which is a positive. This is about description. Construction come description. And 2 electrodes, one is anode, one is cathode. Okay. Now in this process, this anode is made up of impure metal, copper. This is made up of impure metal, copper. And cathode is made up of thin strip of pure metal, copper. This is cathode is made up of thin metal, pure thin metal strip. Anode is made up of impure metal, copper. So impure metal, thin strip of pure metal. Now you require one more thing. What is that? Electrolyte. One special substance you even required, that is called electrolyte. Then what is the role played by electrolyte? Which allow, this is a substance which allow electricity to pass through it. And generally we are describing about electrolytic refining of copper. This particular electrolyte must and should made up of salt solution. What is that salt solution? Copper sulfate salt solution. And this is acidified copper sulfate solution. Why we are adding acid to this particular copper sulfate? To increase the electrical conductivity. So this is about the construction of electrolytic tank with 2 electrodes, cell or battery. This is about cell or battery. This is key, and this is about the circuit, electrolyte tank. Okay. Now coming to the process. So So far we discussed about construction. So far we discussed about, my dear students, construction. Now coming to process of working process. On passing the electric current to the electrolyte, on passing the current into the electrolyte, tell me, pure metal copper from anode dissolved into the electrolyte. Pure copper from anode dissolved into the electrolyte, like this, dissolved into the electrolyte. That means here pure copper Cu plus 2 dissolved into the electrolyte. At the same time, equal or equivalent amount of pure copper from the solution deposited on cathode. So my dear students, it is very easy for you to understand. Anode dissolution to, say, pure copper from anode first dissolved into the solution. At the same time, equivalent amount of pure copper from the solution going to deposited on cathode. So anode side dissolution, cathode side deposition takes place. Okay? So anode side dissolution, cathode side deposition takes place. Now during this process, soluble impurities will directly goes into the solution. Soluble impurities will directly go into the solution, will directly dissolve into the solution. What about insoluble impurities? Yes, they are settled at the bottom of the anode. These are insoluble impurities which are settled at the bottom of the anode, and these impurities are collectively called anode mud. What is that? Anode mud. So anode mud consisting of impurities. So soluble impurities directly go into the solution, whereas insoluble impurities settled at the bottom of the anode, and that is called anode mud. So in this way, time to time, if you observe, anode candle becomes thin, cathode candle becomes thick. Anode candle becomes thin, cathode candle becomes thick. Why? Because pure metal dissolved into the solution from anode. The same time, pure metal from the solution deposited on cathode. So my dear students, in this way we can purify the impure metal copper. So from this process you will get maximum approximately 99.98% pure metal by using this electrolytic refining process. For suppose, if you want to go through refining of silver, this is meant for electrolytic refining of copper. If you want to express about refining of silver, you just to go for little bit modifications. What are they? Anode is made up of impure silver, cathode is made up of thin strip of pure silver, and electrolyte is any corresponding silver nitrate solution, silver salt solution. Okay, but the process is same. Like that, if you want to express about zinc electrolytic refining, anode is made up of impure metal zinc, cathode is made up of thin strip of pure metal zinc, and electrolyte is made up of any salt solution corresponding to metal zinc, and the process is same. So this is about refining of metals, especially about electrolytic refining of metals. In our textbook, only one metal refining is prescribed, that is electrolytic refining of copper. And my dear students, this particular topic is infinite number of times important for board exam. So every year, maximum maximum times this question is there in the paper, board paper. So prepare it very carefully. And while drawing this diagram, labelings are more important. And while drawing this diagram and see that these two ions, arrow marks are unidirectional. They started from anode. Both arrows are started from anode, travel towards cathode. Both the directions are oriented in one direction. Both these arrow marks directions oriented in one direction. That is so crucial. Okay? And what is the main points in this explanation? Working means very simple. On passing the electric current or on passing the current through this electrolyte, then pure copper from anode first start dissolving into the solution. At the same time, equal amount of pure copper from the solution is going to deposited on cathode. Yeah, these 2 points are very, very important. Anode is made up of always impure metal. Cathode is made up of pure metal. Anode is a thick block. Cathode is a thin strip. That is also more important. So, try to draw this diagram by seeing the only textbook. What is the page number? What is that page number in textbook, my dear? 52. Yeah, this diagram is prescribed in the page number 52. So this is about electrolytic refining of copper. In fact, electrolytic refining of metal. This is the third step in general principles involved in metallurgy. With this, I have ended successfully this occurrence of metals topic totally. Okay. So in the very next module, my dear students, we shall discuss about corrosion of metals and what are alloys and different type of alloys and their uses. Till then, my dear students, have a nice day. Thank you.